Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your January 2024 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last 2 weeks of the very first month of a brand new year. And this reading is for the air sign of Aquarius. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be here and watch these videos. I hope you all had a lovely holiday season as we move into a new annual cycle. Thanks for hitting that like, share, subscribe buttons, especially hitting that like button. For just taking the time to watch these videos. Those of you that reach out for personal readings, those of you who refer and recommend me to others, my gratitude always. So Aquarius, if your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign is in Aquarius, if you're cross-watching for an Aquarian, this video is for you. Now, general readings, of course, may resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know any of your other signs, watch those videos as well. It can bring an additional perspective and insight. If something hits home, if it resonates, if you'd like to take a deeper look at something and reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that info by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you the same day with more information. I offer a pretty wide array of choices for readings. In all areas of life of all different types, lengths, styles, budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent about timely scheduling of personal readings, if that's important to you. Also, still going hot right now are the 6 and 12-month overviews I do, which give you a look at all the areas of life, what's coming in over the next 6 or 12 months, which of course you can order any time of the year, but I always get a lot of requests at the end of one year and the beginning of a new one as we're moving into a new annual cycle, so something to think about. Okay. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite Aquarius. Let's see what the last half of January 2024 holds for you. We begin at the beginning. We begin with the Ace of Wands. Aces are the number one, of course, so a new start, a new path, or the opportunity to start down a new path. This is the Ace of Fire, so the energy of this, the beginning of this new path is excitement, exuberance, desire, passion, creativity, inspiration. Could be a renewal, it's the spark. With Judgment, significant choice here. This is like a major crossroads, major fork in the road. This usually shows up when there's a choice, and even if the choice itself doesn't appear to be significant, the outcome of it will, and long-lasting and permanent, so choose wisely. Sometimes called the second chance card, it often shows up when Spirit's bringing in another and perhaps final opportunity for you to walk a different path, to make a different choice, a life-changing choice. But free will, free agency. I'm seeing in all the signs across the board these same elements moving into at the end of December and the beginning of this new year, which I often do because Spirit has a way of wanting us to free ourselves from that which isn't working for us as much as possible at the end of one year, beginning of a new year, so we can move through a new year with as little baggage as possible, right? So, but I'm seeing a lot of these intense, profound changes and choices across the board for all the signs. All right, next we have the Star, renewed, restored, hope, faith, and optimism. Renewed and restored because in the tarot it comes after the Tower. Usually after there's been a big breakup or ending or shakeup of some kind, the Star comes to renew, restore hope, faith, and optimism in something perhaps after it was broken or separated or something of that sort. There's definitely a sense of renewal, a second chance, hope here. But it all kind of hinges on what you choose. With the Star, we have, King of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, showing up as a king. General reading could be female too. King of Earth, solid, stable, reliable, trustworthy, sincere. That's the textbook King of Coins, right? Generous, sometimes stubborn, but each sign has its faults, right? Probably financially, materially comfortable. There's a sense of renewed and restored hope, faith, and optimism that this person is bringing to you. But he's right next to that Judgment card, should you choose to take it. Next, we have the Queen of Swords, which is likely you, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. With the Hermit, Very intuitive and spiritual card. Somebody who knows how to take all the lessons and value and experience from the life path they've trod already and apply it to the path in front of them to make the best decisions possible, which is a strong implication, kind of like the High Priestess, that which you pretty much probably have a pretty strong feeling as to what decision to make here. A choice, and if there's something new coming in, I mean, it's a choice between the old and the new, or the pre-existing thing and a new thing, right? From the bottom of the deck, almost everybody's getting this card. From the bottom of the deck is the World. The last, so this is the primary focus, right, for the last half of January, Aquarius. So the World is the last major arcana card in the tarot. The first one is the Fool, and this is where the whole cycle of the tarot starts. And then at the end, after a cycle, this is ending, this is closure, this is graduation, moving on and moving up, right? I'm seeing this a lot across the board for the signs. Completion. Now, that completion can mean something ending and you moving in a completely different path away from whatever it is, from something. Or it can represent completion in that there's graduation, but you take that pre-existing thing to a different level. Really just depends. Let's take a look at the World. I still think it kind of all hinges on this Judgment card. And there's somebody else that's significant here too, who's bringing hope. Let's take a look at the World. The Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. Spirit bringing this closure. Judgment again. Okay. Spirit's bringing an opportunity. An opportunity to choose a different life path, basically. Or to make a decision that could potentially significantly alter your life path. 5 of Wands. There's conflict about this, and I can understand. It's probably a major closure here. Internal conflict, meaning conflict within yourselves. Do I do this? Do I do that? External conflict, perhaps with another person or other people. The Lovers. A lot of people are getting this too. I mean, if there's 2 themes I'm seeing across the board for signs, it's a lot of it. There's a lot of focus on major cycle completion so that a new one can begin, and relationships. And the Lovers represents a relationship at a crossroads, at a major fork in the road. Now, it might be about choosing between 2 people. In the early tarot decks, there was the choice card, not the Lovers card, and it implied, a third party situation where where there's a choice between 2 people. And for some of you, it might be that. For others of you, it might just be about the relationship itself. Do we continue together forward? And if so, how? Or do we go our separate ways? And now there might not be anything wrong with your relationship. The decision might be in another area of life, like career, work, finance, something like that. But the impact of the decision is significant on the relationship. So it might be that as well. There's a sense here, a spirit is saying, look, here's this once and for all opportunity to choose something different. And there's conflict about that choice. It just comes down to the same thing. It's choice, right? I am curious about this King of Coins bringing the energy of hope and renewal. It might be the other person in this relationship, or one of them. Let's take a look at the Ace of Wands and Judgment. Ace of Wands. The King of Wands, another king. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. 5 of Cups and the Devil. Grief, loss, regret, sorrow, and apology. The Devil, obsession, addiction, unhealthy cycles, not wanting to let go. I feel like some of you might have some Pisces placement in here, because Pisces was really, really similar to this. Because what I'm getting here is somebody who is seeing the truth about an unhealthy pattern or something, feels sorry. There may be an apology. There's regret. It feels like somebody's waking up to something that was probably placed in front of them and they chose not to do anything about it, and now they're feeling sorry for it. It may be that they feel threatened by another offer coming in, because there's two kings here in addition to you. There's the King of Wands and this King of Coins. And it's like the King of Wands is saying, wait, I see it now. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. And, you know, they don't want to let you go. I mean, just like with Pisces, really super similar. Just like with Pisces, it could be like a career work opportunity where, you know, you've been in some unhealthy work cycle, job, atmosphere, whatever. It's not great. It hasn't been healthy, but maybe it paid well, because there's always that seductive element of the devil. But there's a better opportunity now. And now they're going, oh, wait, but we'll make changes, or here's more money, or, but I'll do this, right? It might be a little too late for for some of you. You might be like, yeah, it's too little too late. Judgment. Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. Again, it's all about choosing. It feels like there's two offers here. One from somebody or a situation that you've been invested with that hasn't been right. Perhaps you've tried to make it right and it just hasn't. And Spirit's saying, look, here is another path. Here is another offer. Here is another opportunity. And now this other side, this previously existing side, is going, but wait. And again, it's choice. Let's take a look at this King of Coins and the Star. What's up with the Star? That's Two of Pentacles. A choice. Choose. The High Priestess. See, very much like that Hermit, there is a very strong implication, because this is to your left and the Hermit is right underneath you here. So a very strong implication that you already have a sense of knowing about this. Spirit's definitely trying to, okay, the Star, the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. For love and romance, or even for work, this King of Pentacles is bringing this sense of renewed hope, faith, and optimism, saying that I want to have a beautiful new start with you, and I'm willing to put the work in. Might involve moving and relocating. For those of you for whom this doesn't have anything to do with your primary relationship, it could be a new job offer, project offer that looks really, really good. It looks really steady, stable, solid, may require moving. Let's take a look at this King of Coins. Seven of Swords, our sneaky thief card here. I mean, I say that affectionately. The Seven of Swords is a card of strategy, right? And strategy is always done behind closed doors, because that's how you strategize, really. It's off the grid, things being concealed behind closed doors, because it's a self-serving card, because you have something you want to do, acquire, maintain. It's strategic, smart and strategic. The Eight of Cups, the Fool, the Four of Cups. So an offer to leave, to walk away from that which has been ultimately unsatisfying for you, or which they see has been not good for you, or ultimately not satisfying, in order to start a brand new journey with them. Maybe under the radar, behind closed doors, like a secret offer almost. How that works out, I mean, this is a general reading. This feels really specific. However that works out for you in a general reading, specifics and details always vary, but fundamental energy is the same. There's another offer here. It might be a quiet offer, but it's no less sincere and driven. They're being smart, strategic. They want to acquire you. Okay, maybe that's a more applicable word if it's a job work thing, right? For love and romance, again, it's strategy. I think they see you as, regardless of what the details are, it looks like they see you as somebody who is ultimately, and has been for some time, dissatisfied with whatever it is that you have been investing yourself into. And they're making you what they believe and what appears to be a much better, much more stable, secure offer here. There might be financial and material aspects of it as well. And it also feels like Spirit, sorry about that. It also feels like Spirit is either orchestrating it or allowing it to give you an opportunity. Queen of Swords, the Hermit. Knight of Cups, Ten of Cups. Getting engaged, getting married. Sorry, it's always when we're on camera or doing a reading or something of that sort. Okay, sorry about the interruption. I think that I mean, Knight of Cups and Ten of Cups, with the Hermit. I mean, the Hermit feels very similar to the High Priestess, which you also have here. It's a sense of knowing of which path you need to take. One that provides true long-term security and stability, particularly where home, family, marriage, blessings, all of that are. The only difference with the Hermit, even though it's spiritual, is the Hermit, the High Priestess draws more on pure spiritual intuition, the connection with the divine, and the Hermit draws a little bit more on the Hermit's own life experiences and wisdom, all the lessons that he's learned, and applying those moving forward. So, any advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit? Ten of Swords, this is surrendering to the challenging and perhaps painful realization that something is done, it's over, or at the very least, and it's probably this previous thing where there's an apology and regret coming from, or at the very least that it's not going to be what you wanted it to be, what you tried so hard to make it be. The Emperor and Justice, also as advice. This is Spirit saying to be the Emperor here. I mean, this is the Emperor's energy, Justice. This is making the best decision for the greater good, right? This is making a decision that is true and straight and honorable and right. The Hierophant, the Four of Wands. I mean, this is like, for relationship, this is straight up traditional conventional marriage here. Spirit, at the very least, even if it's in another area of life, Spirit is telling you to focus on the path, i.e. choose, focus on the path. There's a moral convention that's being suggested here that you take. Free will, free agency. But, to walk a path that's straight and true, and probably backed by tradition as well. The Star and the Sun, because that's the energy that this path truly holds. So again, free will, free agency. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, Aquarius, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of January 2024. I hope you enjoyed them and found them relevant and useful. Again, if you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the February general readings. I hope that we all continue to move through this new year with grace and peace, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.